Hey traders, this is Aftab and you are watching Aftab Forex YouTube channel. Thank you so much everyone for joining me. Starting today, I'm officially adding Euro US dollar to our daily forecast series. Every single day you will get a fresh breakdown of what's really happening on the chart. So I'm sure enough those traders who want to understand my strategy, this video is going to be super beneficial for those traders as well, plus those who are lost in the noise and they want some direction. Definitely this video is also going to be super beneficial for all those traders who are not consistently making profits, who are just switching the strategies and who are just trading with the indicators, nothing else, a lot of the indicators. So no fluff, just clean structure and smart analysis I will be providing right here. And here is the best part, I won't just show you the trade setups, I'll teach you how you read the structure behind them so you can trade with confidence, not confusion. Stick with me till the end of the video because I'll reveal where smart money might be hiding. Remember, all of these levels which I draw, these are the levels of the smart money. So once we draw these levels, we know that where the smart money is hiding and how beginners usually get trapped on those wrong sides. I also discussed that in the video. And by the way, thank you so much for the likes, the shares and all your support. Seriously, it keeps me going. If you find value here, drop a like and share it with someone who trades blindly. Let's teach them to trade smart. So without further ado, let's jump into the charts and let's have a look at the Euro US dollar. All right everyone, so on the Euro US dollar right here, let's have a look at it on the real chart. And right now I'm on the weekly time frame right here. These are the levels 1.18769 and 1.17613 in front of me, which I have discussed in my previous all weekly forex forecast since the start of the year, that Euro US dollar is going to approach this particular level. And right here we have seen that completion, finally a completion of approximately 1696 pips of a move, a very nice one right here. Now obviously there is a very big question, and that we have to find out that whether these bulls who enter into this rally, will they leave the market right here? Whatever they do, we have to find that on the lower time frames and we can get a very clear clue that what is after all happening. Before going to the lower time frames, let me tell you that this market has now completed this bullish structure. No doubt Euro US dollar will be on the higher time frames on a very fantastic bullish rally right here, but it doesn't mean one weekly trader will be looking for buying opportunities right here. So keeping this in mind, this resistance in our mind, we have to consider that Euro US dollar, as far as it is trading below 1.18769 and 1.17613 from the weekly time frame, it will be suggesting a bearish opportunity on the lower time frame. Moving on to the daily time frame right here, and on the daily time frame, if I show you, definitely this market right here dropped very nicely from the resistance, and right now this is clearly standing at the previous retest level. What is a retest level? I have explained it in several of my videos, but let me tell you that right here the market has given us a breakout to the top side of the market, and this retest can be, this particular level can be a very good retest level for a very fantastic support formation right here. So let's suppose if it becomes a support, bulls will again be trying to appear right here at this particular level. Even we have seen some sort of signs of the bulls as well, but it doesn't mean that this market is completely now bullish to the top side of the market. So we have two levels, 1.17613 approximately and 1.15771 as a resistance and as a support obviously. All right, so before moving on to the daily time frame, let me first of all tell you that weekly levels are like the backbone of the market. They don't change fast, but when price reacts there, it means something big. Okay, something big is going to happen. Most traders ignore them and get caught in the noise, and being my subscribers, you have to not ignore the weekly time frames, because if you learn to map and respect these zones, you will start seeing the market completely differently, calm, controlled and with purpose. You have to practice it, and then you will know what I'm saying is completely correct. Let's move on to the H4 time frame right here. And on the H4 time frame, since we already have got our bigger levels from the bigger time frames, now we know the direction on the H4 time frame. First of all, I would like to see this particular trend line right here, and as per this trend line, the market was very nicely bullish all the way from right here, a bullish, a correction, and then a bullish, and then a correction. And market definitely on the H4 was very nicely following this particular trend line, keep making higher lows, lower highs and higher lows to the top side of the market. So due to that, this trend line was very nicely respected by the price. Let's have a look at this particular market right now. As we have seen that market as soon as it hit the weekly time frame resistance, what happened after that is that on the H4 time frame we have start seeing the sellers very slowly. Now remember, such a pattern we have got on the gold US dollar. I have shared with all of you. If you haven't seen, you can check in the iCard above that video definitely for that structure. On the H4 we have got a very nice bearish structure on the gold, and same can be the situation right here. So first of all, let's zoom the chart. Let's read this particular strategy a little bit, and this particular move down. Well, remember this market dropped very nicely into a sort of channel right here, and on the lower time frames like the H4, it definitely looks as a flag pattern right here. So what's next? Definitely in the upcoming few days we can see some good volume. On the H1 I have to clearly find out where we need to look for our potential setups. So on the H1 time frame we are clearly observing that this market is very nicely dropping to the bottom side of the market, and on a daily time frame this market no doubt is at support right here with us. Right here you see a very fantastic support, and even a very fantastic retest level. So this will be very much important for me, and in order for me to become full-time bearish right here and to be validated for a very nice fantastic bearish opportunity, I obviously will be looking at this particular structure, because whenever the market give me such a structure, it moves very nicely to my favor. And in this particular structure, if we see, the sellers are leaving very nicely to the lower side of the market, breaking this particular trend line. So let's have a look at it. If a market is going to take a bounce from right here, what it is going to do further. First of all, I would like to grab my Fibonacci top to bottom, and right here the Fibonacci number comes around at this particular price point of 1.17368 right here, suggesting a very good sell. But remember, that will be a very tricky one, because after that this market will already be trading above this trend line, which will be making this particular sell trade very much dangerous for all of us. But definitely we have to take some responsibilities over our heads, and we have to put our stop loss at the fantastic levels, so that we can actually make good profits from this particular market on the euro US dollar. So 1.15771 and 1.17368 is going to be a very fantastic support with us. The question is, after all, how do we trade it, and how do we look at this market on this particular time frame? Well, in order to look at this market at this particular time frame is this. I will be observing this 1.15771 first of all, and if I get a sort of a rejection from right here, let's delete this line for now. And if I get a very nice rejection to the top side of the market, I definitely will be looking for some sort of bearish opportunities, because obviously this particular trend line on the H4, this is definitely holding all the way from 29th of May. So a very good area to look for some potential take profits if you guys have any sell from the top. And don't look for buying opportunities. As you guys know, market is already standing near the higher time frame resistance zone, where the markets are supposed to take a bounce. So we become sellers on the H4 on proper confirmations. This market is going back to 1.17368, from where we can look for potential sell opportunities. Remember, this is not a trade signal, but I want you guys to understand these structures. And right after 1.15771, let's suppose if the market gives us a break below, because we are not already buying right here, we are looking to the sell side of the market on the euro US dollar for few weeks now, unless we are trading below 1.17613, 1.17368 on the weekly time frame. Remember, we will remain be bearish on the euro US dollar for now, because it has completed the weekly time frame structure, and this structure it has created is also a very fantastic one, and this fantastic structure can give us a very fantastic profits. Remember everyone, don't try to look for indicators a lot. Don't try to burden your charts over the indicators full of chart. Those charts are definitely, I don't like those charts which are full of indicators. The trader cannot trade very nicely by just filling your chart with the indicators and doing nothing. Remember, this is pure drawing art, and anyone who understands the forex rules, the discipline, if you guys are disciplined enough, believe me, you will be making profits forever and ever. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself, drop a like, and goodbye.